moving swiftly on.
You had
Then,
Dirk in my top 5. Hey, this guy would have.
let's move swiftly
I told him,
on.
what, man?
Let's move swiftly on to our favorite rappers of the year. Mo, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I got Cole because of the features he had this year. I had it written down. I just need to find it. He had about 5 features this year, and he's got one of my favorite verses of the year as well on Benny the Butcher song. I got JID, absolutely spazzed on his album. Did you know he could rap like that before this dropped?
Yes.
So
Bro, if you listen to his last tapes, he's been rapping
so
like
I was
this.
sleeping.
You were sleeping.
I was sleeping. No, because I've known Earth Gang and I've heard of him before as well. It's just one of those things where you know when someone's sounds just put you off and you just assume. I think it's my fault. I just assumed that yeah, he can't rap like that.
Bro, I listen to
And
Crack
then-
Sandwiches.
Bro, that's one of my he spazzed on that. So it's one of my things where I think me and you spoke about JID at your party actually at your birthday, and I think I spoke to you about him. I was like, yo, bro, do you know he snapped like this on his album as well? And maybe he was like, yeah, like he's been doing it. So I've got him. I've got Kendrick just because you can't give me an album like Mr. Morale, Big Steppers and not be one of the best rappers of the year. I'm sorry. Every single song, everything had a story. And I've got one of the GOATs, Nas. Because every time he drops an album, by default, I think he has to be one of the best rappers of the year. Like, what can you do? It's by default. If you drop a rap album and you're Nas, you have to be one of the best rappers of the year.
Mm.
So that'll be mine. Yeah, that'll be mine.
Is your criteria?
I've also got Benny as well.
It's interesting because I specifically chose not to put him in mine.
Why?
Him and Black Thought. Because they're in the conversation of the GOATs, innit? So I didn't
That's
really
why I
wanna,
thought. Alright,
automatically, if they're rapping, they're going to be one of the
if
best.
I
that
if I
goes
swap
into
him out,
I
criteria.
feel that goes without saying.
That goes into criteria.
can I
though.
just say if I was to take Nas out, I'll put Benny there because I've got Benny on my list as well because of
Okay.
Tana Talk.
But that goes into criteria, right? If judging your favorite rappers is based solely on performance, then
They probably should be there, right?
then they should be.
Then
in
they
there.
deserve it. Yeah, so I would have Kendrick, Daddy, Nas, Benny, Cole.
Yeah, mine's on performance.
Yeah,
and on
cool.
performance,
That's
and you know the rappers that I enjoyed the most, I've got Nux, Sims, Kendrick, Nas, and Jeshi.
okay.
Nux because I feel like he's just he reached another level this year. I kind of already knew that how much of a dope MC he was and how much he relied on the storytelling aspect, but he kind of took that and he elevated it, man. And I think some of the
Leon
stories,
Professional.
I think some of the stories he was telling this year,
Different
gravy. Sims was a late entry, but bruv, some of the rapping she was doing on this new album, no thank you. Like, how could you not put her in? Like, Gorilla? Bruv. Angel? Like, it's just too much, man.
I need to sit on it.
And here's the thing, she was rapping for fun for a lot of
Angel,
that.
bro.
Like,
Is it crazy?
yeah, man, she was doing a madness. Absolute madness. So I had to put Sims in there. Kendrick as well, kind of more for the storytelling aspect as well, because I think again he's like one of rap's best storytellers right now, and just for his performance on Mr. Morale, got to put him in there. Nas as well, for Magic and KD3, like he's just tap dancing over everything Hit Boy gives him.
Tap dancing.
Tap dancing, you know what I mean, break dancing, doing what
Shout out
beating
to
them,
PR.
man. Yeah. So yeah, had to put him in there. And Jeshi, I'm putting in there because I think he is one of those rappers that does really well the idea of making the abstract or, you know, anything that might seem a bit like alternative, very like mundane.
Yeah.
If you listen to his album Universal Credit, he's talking about like people. He's talking about the lower levels of society.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about people on benefits. He's talking about people like with not much money. He's talking about like all that kind of stuff, the kind of working class shit. But he does it so well. Like
I think he did what Slow Tie was trying to do.
I think with Jeshi, it might have been the clarity might have been a bit more. I think he had more emphasis on the bars versus Slow Tie. Maybe was kind of more of the whole package, and maybe the bars kind of suffered a bit. But Jeshi as a spitter, yeah, man,
Got busy.
yeah, he was talking this year. So that's my top 5.
I got Rock Marcy, Nas, Ransom, Koji Radical, Nux, Rome Streets, and Black Thought.
So you got 7.
Yeah.
Talk to me about changing the rules.
I think lyrically they just all performed at a crazy high level for me, man. And that was what I was basing off. I could throw Lloyd Banks in there as well. He had a dope year.
That's a good shout, by the way.
Sims as well, late entry as well. Kendrick as well, regardless of how I felt about the album musically. I think lyrically he was on another level still. So yeah, salute to all them, man.
Salute to all of them. Sims, the only reason I would always put Sims in there is just I haven't sat on the album yet, so I don't know that to myself.
You got any honorable mentions?
Nah.
I got Denzel Curry. I got to shout him out because I feel like he had a great year.
I think Push was rapping at a very high level on his album, regardless of how I felt about the album.
to put him in there.
Pushing one of my favorite albums of the year, so yeah, I'll put him in there as well. I
Feel
just wanted
you.
to split up a little bit.
I hear that.